Hi, it is Stargirl the Practical Witch, and welcome to my YouTube channel today. In today's video, we're going to find out why people fall in love with you, why it is that you're so attractive, and who's currently in love with you, if I can pick that up as well. So for those of you who are new here, hi, I'm Stargirl. I am a psychic medium here on YouTube, and I use my gifts to help encourage those who feel lost or just want some guidance. If you guys are new to psychic readings, what I have you guys do is pick one of the options with your intuition. And then once you pick an option, you can fast forward to the timestamps I provide in the pinned comment as well as the description. Now, normally I give you guys some time to meditate on the options, but before I do that, I want to let you know my spiritual online store, Lilith Ascendant, is holding a Valentine's Day sale where you will get 10% off if you use the code LOVE10. The link is in the pinned comment and description. They are all vegan and handmade items that are magically enchanted to help you manifest your desires. The bath salt I have in my head is called Ethical Love Spell, and the name kind of tells you what it does. They smell so amazing, guys. And the ingredients in each item was specifically enchanted for each intention. But also, Aquarius season is coming up, and if you want to know what to get your Aquarius friend, or if you're an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, the Aquarius candle is out on our store, and the scent was specifically made for Aquariuses in mind. They make the perfect birthday gift. Check out my online witchy store, lilithascendant.com. Get you that 10% off. The sale ends February 14th. Use my code, link in the pinned comment and description. So guys, let's go ahead and look at the options and see why it is that people fall in love with you. So these are your four options: 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick one with your intuition, or you can do what I do and go to a random number picker on Google, and it will generate a number for you. And then once you get that number, you can click the timestamps I provide in the pinned comment and the description. Click that timestamp next to your chosen number, and it will fast forward you right to your psychic reading. Take as much time as you need to meditate on the options. I will be right back. All right, we are about to go ahead and get started, so let's go on to the psychic reading. Okay, so group number 1. This is why you are hot, okay? This is why you are attractive, and this is why people fall for you. So let's go ahead and take a look at the cards that we got, group number 1. So the first card that we have is the King archetype. So what's coming into my head is that people find you attractive because of your career or your status. And if you guys have not yet found your amazing career yet, it is destined for you to have some sort of really awesome career that other people are going to be super attracted to, because we did get Capricorn in the 10th house. If we pull our attention to the astro dice that we have over there, which is essentially indicating to me that people find you attractive because of your career. And if you're like, Stargirl, what are you talking about? I work at a pizza place. Just know that people find you attractive because they can tell that you are destined to go places. You are destined to be somebody. You're destined to be like the head CEO. You're destined to be in a band. You're destined to be a famous rapper. People can tell that you have a very big destiny. Like, people can tell no matter where you are not going to stay in your dusty hometown doing the same thing. People can tell that you are destined for great things. And essentially, people are obsessed with you because they want in on that. They feel like by being near you or being around you, they're going to be successful too. So you kind of have the air of, I am somebody, I'm going to be somebody. Or some of you have already made it, you're already famous, you're already the head of a CEO of your own business, and people find that super attractive. And also, I want to point out that with this Pluto fifth house on the astro dice dish all the way on the right, this tells me that people find you irresistibly attractive because of some sort of talent that you have. Now, let me get into a little bit of a story time. In Nashville, I hung out with some of the most vile human beings I have ever met in my life. Like, when I tell you these people were the scum of the earth, they were the scum of the earth, but they had voices of an angel. They had musical talent where when they started opening their mouths, when they started singing, when they started making music, I was so like, oh my gosh, how can such beautiful sounds come from such a piece of shit? It was literally blowing my mind. And I was so crazily attracted to them, even though I knew they were awful people just because of how talented they were. And that's kind of what you have going on at group number one. And I'm not saying that you're an awful or terrible person or scum of the earth. I'm just saying that this talent that you possess is so amazing and powerful. It kind of wipes everything out, and people just fixate on how talented you are. They almost fall in love with your talent and your expression. Now, some of you with Pluto, this might be a talent that's hidden from you until later in life, but honestly, Pluto to me is the planet of obsession. And I feel like people get obsessed with you because of this talent that you possess. Now, one talent I am pulling up for you guys with Sun in Gemini, this is giving me very like writer vibes. Some of you are really talented rappers or musicians or writers. But if you aren't a rapper, musician, or writer, this card with Sun in Gemini talks about someone who is a very charismatic speaker, because I'm getting a lot of like politician, rapper, celebrity, head of a CEO type of vibe. And what do all of those people have in common? They have in common the fact that they're super charismatic. So I actually feel like this talent of yours is the gift of charisma. And this charisma can literally get you anything you want in life. So if you're like, I'm not a rapper, I'm not a singer, I'm not a lyricist, I'm not an actor, I'm not a politician or any of that, then I'm telling you the way that you express yourself is so charismatic, is so captivating. You can convince people to do anything. So people are attracted to you because of your charisma, your writing ability, or some sort of talent that you possess. And it's almost like I'm hearing the reason why people fall for you is because they can tell that you're a winner. Okay, like that's something that Spirit keeps putting in my ear. They are a winner. They are a winner. So like no matter what situation you're in, no matter who you are around, you always come out as the winner, and you always stand out from a crowd, even if there's competition. Okay, so we have optimism. So what this is telling me is people fall for you because you make them feel super optimistic about life. You have a very light, badass, empowered attitude that is very contagious. So when people are around you, they feel uplifted. You literally feel like orange essential oil, because when people are around you, they feel excited, they feel empowered because you are empowered, and your empowered energy is super contagious. And I'm actually picking up someone who definitely has a crush on you. And I'm saying crush because this person has a pink aura and they're really coming into your energy. So if you guys are like, well, who is attracted to me? The person that's attracted to you is definitely super, super innocent. I'm getting like good girl or good boy vibes. And for some of you guys, especially if you're women, well, actually, it doesn't matter. People who are really sweet might actually trigger you because you don't like to see weakness in others, because it might signal a weakness in yourself that you don't want to address. Totally understandable. But hey, don't shoot the messenger. I am just giving you a reading, okay? This is not, I'm just telling you what I see, so don't get angry at me for this message. I do see there's someone who's really innocent and really sweet who has a huge crush on you. And this person Literally, what I'm hearing is they write in their diary about you. They're like, oh my gosh, so and so is this, so and so is that. Like, they literally write in their journal about you. They write poems about you. They write songs about you. They write in their journal about how they wish you were their person. Like, this person is in love with you. When I tell you this person thinks about you constantly, and I am getting a vibe of this person being super sweet, super innocent. They have a pink aura. They might identify as being an angel. They might have weak boundaries. They can come off as really naive, but they're a very sweet, kind person, even though they lack boundaries and they're naive and they're drawn to your strength. And they're also very like poetic in nature. And I'm hearing artistic. This person's definitely artistic and they dabble in a lot of different art forms, including journaling, music, dance, painting. They do a little bit of everything creatively and they're super sweet. Like I'm hearing earth angel, but they lack boundaries. They lack empowerment. They're kind of a good girl or a good boy. And I'm telling you, this person writes in their journal about you. They write poems about you. They write stories about you. They literally idolize you in their brain. Okay. And I'm getting a lot of pink vibes. And don't worry, guys, like trust me when I tell you, I am definitely going to get more information about this person later on in the reading, but if you guys are interested in zodiac signs, I can definitely pull one, okay? So this person is a Gemini, sun, moon, or rising, okay? And they might have third house placements in their birth chart. And this person is a writer too, guys. Like that's something else I heard. This person is a writer, so they definitely keep a journal like I was telling you. And this person has a naive, they might look young for their age. They might be a little awkward, with that Gemini energy. So anyway, I'm going to move on to why it is that you're attractive. And don't worry, we are going to see who else finds you attractive and why. I'm hearing a lot of people have a lot of fantasies about you. Like you trigger a lot of people's fantasies. Like, I don't know. We're just going to get more into the reading. So we have the card of hope. So you give a lot of people hope and optimism. That is why people are attracted to you. And that's why people like you. You give people a feeling of hope and optimism and you give good vibes. That's why people like you are the life of the party. Okay. And we also have the card of the swan, which is your animal. So if you guys are like, what is my animal? What animal am I most like? You are most like the swan, okay? And let me tell you about the swan, guys. I'm just going to move some of this stuff out of the way. Okay, I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way so we can take a look at this. You guys are attractive because you are conventionally attractive, okay? And I don't want to hear, I know with our body dysmorphia, it's easy to be like, no, I'm not. I have this and I have that. Well, this is a reading about why other people think you're hot, why you are attractive to other people. And other people find you to be very conventionally attractive because when we look at the swan symbolism, okay, the swan is conventionally attractive. When we think of beauty, we literally think of the swan animal. So the swan is what we consider conventionally attractive, all right? And even like movies like The Swan Princess, she was literally like the beautiful princess, etc., etc. So other people find you to be conventionally attractive. But not only that, the swan has amazing grace, which means that they're really graceful. They move very gracefully. So you have a lot of grace and you also have a lot of class. You guys look high class. You look like you have a high class style. This is not the pile of somebody who is trashy. Even if you identify as trashy, it's kind of like when Lana Del Rey did her Lizzie Grant era and and she was like in the trailer park, you know, being quote unquote trashy, but she was still Lana Del Rey. So she was actually just looking classy in the trailer park. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It does not matter what your socioeconomic status is at this time, because you look classy, you look high class, you look like royalty, because it's just the way you naturally carry yourself. It's the way you naturally walk. It's the way you naturally look. Maybe some of you take time to really do your appearance in a way that is beautiful. I'm hearing that you guys are a master at illusion, okay? Because we have that Jupiter and Pisces energy, which means, what does being a master of illusion mean? You know how to move yourself. You know how to do your makeup. You know how to take pictures. You know how to dress in a way that brings out your best features, that creates this illusion of beauty that entices others and makes people totally engulfed by your magic. So you're a master of illusion. You look classy. You move very gracefully, because one thing about the swan is the swan has really great posture because the head is tilted ever so. So maybe your posture is really good as well, but the swan is conventionally attractive, so other people find you to be conventionally attractive. And even if you're not, like I said, you're graceful, and that grace that you have, the way that you carry yourself, is very attractive. And like I said, people can tell that one day you're going to be somebody. And I hear some jealous haters in my ear, like I'm getting like gossipy energy. People are like, oh, they only got that raise because of the way they look. Oh, that person only gets these things in life because of the way that they look. Like, they're jealous and hating, but they're not realized there's a lot of beautiful people in the world. Okay, just go on TikTok. There are so many freaking beautiful people, but on top of beauty, you also have grace. That's something that you have. You have the gift of grace. And I always use Anne Boleyn as an example. I did in my last pick a card, but just to reiterate, Henry VIII chose Anne Boleyn not because she was the most conventionally attractive, but because she went to France and she took grace lessons and she learned how to be seductive, okay? You have that air about you that is graceful and seductive. And a lot of people are like, oh, they only got this because of the way that they look. Because I do get a lot of people talk about you guys, like a lot of people talk about you. I'm getting like 10 different energies of people who are, hating, talking bad, like, oh, this person only gets, this in life because of the way that they look, or, they, what is it? Some of you are having a birthday soon. And I'm hearing some of you deliberately don't get invited to places because people don't want to be outshined by you. Okay, so that's something that I hear too. But I just want to tell you, like, you have a lot of people who gossip about you because you're the star, guys. You have star freaking quality. I cannot make this up. Look what popped out of the tarot deck as I was shuffling. The star talks about someone who is destined for great things, who's destined for success, who is destined to be famous, who is like the topic of conversation everywhere they go. Maybe you resonate with the star seduction style, okay? Like, you're the topic of conversation everywhere you go. And when you leave the room, you are still a topic of conversation. Like, you can go somewhere and your energy is so powerful, it's so unforgettable that people will continue to talk about you weeks after you've left that situation. Like, people, like, after they meet you, they constantly check up on you. It's like they develop an obsession. And actually, I want to tell you guys, you have to be really careful of stalkers, because I think that a lot of you guys actually trigger like some sort of, because you have this star quality. You have this quality that's hard to miss. You aren't a wallflower. People get very, charmed and enamored by you and obsessed with you. So you might actually attract a lot of stalkers in your life. So you have to be careful. And guys, look at the Six of Wands. Look at this, guys. If you read tarot, you know how big this combination is. And I know my lens, as always, has a mind of its own. So please excuse me. Star in the Six of Wands. I'm hearing you're destined to be famous rappers, famous influencers, famous writers, the head of some sort of CEO. Ooh, it is still not focusing, guys. I'm telling you, with all of these intuitive gifts, you think that God would have given me the blessing of being good with technology. But when I tell you that me and technology do not get along, I don't know why. The Star and the Six of Wands, you have star quality. Lots of people talk about you. You are meant to stand apart from the crowd is what I'm hearing. I see this in multiple positions where you are on a podium or you are on a stage and there's many people who are beneath you looking up at you. Like, this is a part of your destiny. And that's why I'm saying this is why you attract a lot of stalkers or obsession, because you're meant to get a lot of recognition for your work. I see that for you guys with the Three of Pentacles. So if you haven't found that job yet, I'm hearing when Jupiter enters Pisces and sidereal, or maybe already, you are about to awaken that thing that's going to give you all of this success. So let's see why else people are attracted to you, okay? We have the abundance card. Like I said, people can tell you are destined for abundance. You look rich. And for a lot of you, it might be like, maybe some of you are going to be models or social media. I'm hearing social media, but I'm hearing you look like money, you look like wealth, and you look like someone who's destined for abundance. And this is why people are attracted to you. So now I want to move on to who is specifically attracted to you. I will be right back. Okay, so group number one, who's attracted to you at this moment? Well, I have to say a lot of people at work are very much attracted to you. So whoever it is that you know at work likely, has some feelings for you, or whoever has access to your work. And it's really interesting, especially if you're in the public eye, because I got Uranus, which is the planet of a lot of people. So I'm hearing like a lot of people keep up with you, like I was saying before. So I would say if you want to know who has feelings about you, who finds you attractive, it is a lot of people at your workplace or people who keep an eye on your work. Like if you post things publicly about your work, like if you're a musician, a rapper, a writer, an influencer, like people who keep up with your job find you attractive. And with the Scorpio in the 8th house card, once again, this talks about obsession. Like what I was saying before, you trigger a lot of obsession in other people. So you have to be very, very careful, because I do sense like some of you at one point probably have had some sort of stalker, or people who have stalked you, or people who have like deliberately been places knowing you would be there, or people who deliberately tried to find a way to get in your vicinity. Because with this first house and supermoon, this supermoon card talks about, attracting, like triggering a lot of emotions in other people. It's something about your energy. It triggers a lot of intense feelings in others, which is why it triggers this kind of obsession. But I'm mainly seeing the people who have feelings for you are definitely at your workplace, or people you know from work, or who keep an eye on you or who follow up with your job or whatever it is you post online for work. Like that's what I really feel. And also, like I said, I was picking up that other energy in the beginning of the reading of that one person who's kind of sweet. They might be a Libra or a Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm getting a lot of Mercurial energy, and is likely a writer, naive, but really kind, and dabbles in the arts. So that's what I'm picking up on who is attracted to you at this moment. But I want to tell you guys real quick that your intuition is on point right now. There is something about the transits that are really like igniting your intuition and your third eye. So a lot of you, like I'm seeing, you've been getting a lot of intuitive downloads. Like your third eye is popping off right now and giving you so much guidance right now. So whatever intuitive downloads that you're getting, like maybe a lot of you guys have this intuitive feeling that someone likes you, or you have this intuitive feeling that someone has feelings for you. It's definitely not all in your head, because there's something, I'm seeing an open portal in your third eye where your intuition is really on point right now. And it's been giving you a lot of guidance about everything in general, not just about who is attracted to you. So definitely listen to your intuition at this time, because it is seriously on point. And there's there's something about your newfound energy and charisma that's just attracting a lot of attention right now. And you're also attracting a really new, exciting opportunity coming up. I know this has nothing to do with your love life, but this is the message I'm getting. Like, there is a really blessed new beginning that's coming for you really, really soon. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's something that you really, really want. So I see a blessed new beginning happening for you very, very soon, guys. Okay. So that's all I have for you. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Okay. So group number 2, we are going to see why it is that you're attractive and why people fall for you. We're going to take a look at these cards. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. And also, if I can pick up who is attracted to you, believe me, I'm going to do that as well. So we got the warrior archetype for you over here. All right. So immediately I'm hearing you make people question their sexuality. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. There might be people around you who are in your friend group or that you have friend zoned that have hidden feelings for you, because I do sense a lot of hidden admirers for this pile where people do have romantic feelings for you, but they don't feel safe in expressing it, or they have deliberately kept those feelings under wraps and hidden. So I do feel you have someone around you who does have feelings for you. It just hasn't been expressed. And I'm hearing it's likely someone in your friend group. And like I said, you make people question their sexuality. Now, one thing I do see about you guys is I kind of feel like you're the ex that somebody hasn't gotten over, because one thing I got for you is pain. So I actually feel for a lot of you, group number 2, there is an ex that you have that is not over you. They have not gotten over you. And you're just that type of person that people don't get over you. You're always that sensitive subject, or you're always that sensitive sore spot. And I'm specifically picking up an ex or a romantic connection that never made it off the ground, where this person still thinks about you and feels in pain over the relationship. So, okay, you guys are a little bit of heartbreakers. And I'm also hearing that a lot of you guys are really PG-13 warning, are the best they ever had. I kept hearing the best I've ever had, whatever that means. So I'm hearing that you guys are really good in the bedroom, because I kept hearing the best I ever had. People are questioning their sexuality around you. So I'm hearing that people who are normally straight or normally, gay, they might be straight or gay for you. That's something that I heard. And a lot of the people in your friend group might actually have hidden feelings for you. They might just keep it under wraps. And I keep picking up this ex, guys, like with this devil and this pain card. I keep picking up someone who's not over you. You are still a sensitive topic for someone. You're still a sensitive subject to somebody. I'm also picking up throat chakra issues for you guys, because I kept stuttering. A lot of you guys might be experiencing throat chakra blockages where it's hard for you to express yourself. It's hard for you to speak. You might feel self-conscious speaking or expressing yourself, or have a hard time articulating words recently. There might also be some issues with your finances or money. And I'm hearing your spirit guides come through. Like, I'm specifically getting this one spirit guide coming through. And your spirit guide, group number 2, is telling you that they are sending you in more money, because I keep seeing like a blockage happening in your throat chakra and a blockage happening with your money. And your spirit guides are showing me that they are removing that blockage and sending you more ways to make money, or sending you some more money. So if you're worried about that, do not be worried, because money is coming. So let's pick up this ex some more, or this person from the past who's still in pain over you. Yes, look at that. Libra, sun, moon, and rising. This person could be a Libra, sun, moon, and rising, or it's someone you dated in the past, you were in a relationship with in the past. This person is not over you, because I just kind of feel like you're the type of person that someone never really fully gets over. And that's because a lot of people with this Knight of Cups, you are people's ideal type. And I know it's easy to get self deprecating and be like, I'm not the conventional standard of beauty. I'm ugly. Why would anyone think I'm their ideal type? I get it. But this isn't about what you think about yourself. This is why other people find you attractive. A lot of the times, people will idolize you in their heads and you'll be like their dream person. I'm kind of hearing like, oops, sorry, this is not focusing. I'm kind of hearing like Zooey Deschanel from 500 Days of Summer. If you guys have watched that movie, I'm getting very coquette vibes from you, where you tend to be very hot and cold. You tend to be distant with your partners, which makes people like obsess over you. And I'm kind of seeing like the images because Spirit speaks to me through movies. And I keep seeing like Zooey Deschanel's character, how she's kind of spacey, emotionally distant. That's what people find attractive about you. You're very coquettish, very hot and cold. I'm also getting, if you're a masculine, I saw the character Brad Pitt from Legends of the Fall, okay, where he was kind of emotionally distant as well because he was so focused on other things or his calling. So I think that people never fully get over you, or people have a hard time letting you go because they idolize you so much. They think that you're their perfect person, and then you pull away your energy, or you ghost, or you dip out, and then people never fully get over you. Like, people are never fully over you. And I specifically feel that for you as well. Like, there's specifically an ex or someone you were in a relationship with, Libra, sun, moon, and rising, who still is in pain over the situation, who still thinks about you, who's constantly talking about you. Like, you're the type of person someone never really fully gets over. People are, always thinking about you. Like, that's just the kind of pool that you have. And specifically these exes, you have a lot of people that are brokenhearted over you. Like, that's what I hear for you. And one of the things that's super attractive about you guys is I feel like you're really, really, really loyal. You make really amazing friends. When you really care about someone else, you are loyal to the death. You are ride or die. You are super protective. You are super there for them. And that's why I think a lot of your friends actually have a very close connection to you, or you really value your friendships, which is super attractive. And let's see, I'm picking up somebody that's attracted to you. I've heard somebody who does music and is really successful in the music field, okay? I'm hearing that there is somebody who does music, somebody who's very talented at music, or someone who gets a lot of attention for their music. Maybe they have a lot of TikTok followers, Spotify plays, or they're actually very talented at a musical instrument. I'm hearing that there's someone like that who currently has feelings for you as well, because I am picking up a lot of people here. All right, so let's see what else is going on here. I'm getting Capricorn energy for you guys. I feel like you guys have a tendency to be workaholics. That's something that I really sense about you. You are very driven at work when you really care about something, or you become very dedicated to a person or individual to the point of detriment. So your spirit guides want you to work on definitely not overworking or overloading your plate. Okay, so we have the snake card as well. So we have the snake come up twice. So the snake is definitely your spirit animal. And what's interesting about the snake is the snake represents sexuality. So this is something I would say, if you want to know if you're hot, cute, or pretty, you're definitely very hot. And it's interesting because people will have different vibes naturally. It's not all about physical appearance, it's about vibes. And you give off a very sexual vibe. And I'm hearing you're really good in bed. But also, I feel like you guys have been through really difficult experiences that have really transformed you as a person. And that's why people find you attractive, because you're always transforming yourself and you're always evolving. And I'm actually seeing with this manifestation card, there is a really big manifestation that's coming in for you, group number 2, really soon. And I really want to see what this is, because this manifestation card really screamed out to me, which means something you've been manifesting or wishing for is about to happen, and we're going to see what it is. So we have Mars in Capricorn. Okay, this has to do with work and career, guys. You are about to get a lot of motivation when it comes to your career pursuits. And when it comes to work, I'm hearing you're going to get a work advancement pretty soon. You're going to have direction on where to take your career pretty soon. You're having motivation towards a career goal. So there's a lot of positive manifestation that's happening for you when it comes to your career goals. And I think this is why, group number 2, I was definitely getting there's going to be an improvement in your finances, because I actually feel like a lot of you guys have been struggling with your finances a little bit, or very confused about what to do with your life. And I see that the blessing coming for you, group number 2, pretty soon. And I know this is a love reading, but sometimes messages will just pop out. The message that I'm getting for you is you're about to re-spark passion in your career. You're about to have direction in your career, and whatever this direction is was divinely given to you, and not to ignore it, because this direction is leading you to your life purpose and destiny. And you're going to have so much passion to reach this goal that you're going to be getting a lot done. You're going to be super productive pretty soon. So a lot of blessings happening in your career. Spirit, can I get another one? And we also have Venus and Aries. Okay, so like I said, this is a reiteration that if you guys want to know why you are attractive, it's because you are sexy. You're also attractive because you work out. Some of you work out, but if you don't work out, okay, I'm hearing that people are attracted to you because of your bravery and your courage. You guys have faced a lot of dark situations in your life with the warrior and the snake, and instead of whining and complaining about it and getting into a victim mindset, you faced it with like courage and bravery. So people are really attracted to you because you are so courageous, because you are so brave, because you are that warrior archetype. And also people are attracted to you because you're super independent. People like that about you. Like that's what makes people feel so obsessed with you, is the fact that you have really strong boundaries. As I see with self-worth and elevate, like you guys have really learned how to love yourself. And because you have learned how to love yourself, it's literally caused you to go through a major transformation physically, like as we can see with the snake shedding its skin. So you guys have really evolved for the better. I'm also hearing some of you guys, you might be insecure about your looks with Venus and Aries, but I'm hearing that your energy is so good that it literally has the ability to transform your appearance, whether or not you think you're the standard of beauty. And also I'm hearing maybe some of you guys have recently gotten work done on your face, and I'm hearing that, you know, that looks really good. Hold up, I dropped a card. I hate when that happens. So whatever the case is, guys, I feel like you're also learning how to speak up for yourself. Like you guys can be very feisty when you want to be, and that's also really attractive as well. Okay, so we have Shamuel, which is the angel of adoration. Okay, so we definitely have someone here who admires you and who adores you currently. And we're going to pick up who this person is, because this person is coming through strongly. I'm hearing there's up to 3 people. Okay, so it could be one of these people, it could be 2 of these people, or it could be all 3 of these people. So let's go ahead and see who currently has these feelings for you, because there's definitely people who do currently. So we have Venus in Aquarius. Oh my gosh, guys. Aquarius is the sign of friendships. I am telling you guys, there's someone that you have friend zoned. There's someone in your friend group who definitely has feelings for you, but If not that, guys, if you have a large group of friends, because I feel like you do, or there's a lot of people who want to be your friends adore you. Like the people that you spend time with, the people in your network circle, these people freaking adore you. Okay, like I'm hearing your friendships adore you, the people in your network circle adore you, the people in your friendship group. I think with the Eight of Swords, you have a hard time seeing just how loved you are. You have a hard time seeing just how beautiful you are, just how amazing you are, just how you have a hard time seeing your own attractive qualities. You have a hard time accepting compliments, and you have a hard time believing that people actually like you. Actually, I'm hearing that a lot of people in your life have had like crushes on you or have liked you and have wanted to be your friend. But since your mind can be so self-deprecating because you're so self-deprecating on yourself, you have a hard time even seeing how much these people like you. And I'm hearing there has been people that you thought just saw you as a friend, but actually they had a lot of romantic feelings for you. And I'm hearing like a lot of people want to be your friend and a lot of people like you, but you have a hard time seeing it or have a hard time seeing why. So sometimes you miss these people who actually have feelings for you, which is really sad. So let's see who else. I'm hearing literally, guys, you make people question their sexuality. Oh my gosh. And I also heard like there's somebody who's been to jail or people who have been to jail. Yeah, I heard that. People who have been to jail or people who've had a rough past or have been to jail or have been charged with something, they have feelings for you. That's something I heard as well. Who else has feelings for group number 2? Capricorn 10th house, your boss, okay? Your boss could currently have feelings for you. And then who else? Be right back, guys. My dog's barking. Sorry about that, guys. I had somebody at my door. I had to have some people over my house for a second to work on it, but I am back. So like I said, we have Capricorn in the 10th house. So this could have been bosses that have been attracted to you or people in authority positions who have been attracted to you. And we also have Neptune and Gemini, okay, on the Astro dice. And Neptune, Gemini deals with social media. It deals with people maybe in secret watching your social media. But I keep getting this message about your career, guys. I really sense there's going to be a big wish fulfillment that's happening in your career where you're getting a lot of downloads and clear direction about where you want to go. And there's going to be an opportunity coming for you in your career, something you feel very driven about, something that you feel is a part of your purpose, something that you feel is something you are meant to do. I see with the 7 of Pentacles, a lot of you feel like you're overworked, or maybe you don't have a lot of money, like I was saying before, or you're not getting enough money or something for the work that you're doing. That is really going to change pretty soon. I just keep getting that message pop up. And also, I want to tell you, back to the friendships, you guys are really loyal friends. And the reason why people fall in love with you, it's not just like, yes, you guys are really sexy. Like, I get that you're really good in bed, like that message we channeled earlier. You do have sex appeal, but generally people want to wife you or husband you up because you are an amazing friend. And the ideal partner is someone that you can be friends with, that you can bond with on a friendship level. And you guys are able to do that. And that's why with this Lovers card, people want to marry you. I'm hearing they don't just want to sleep with you. Okay, it starts out with you as like a physical attraction. I'm not gonna lie. With that Page of Wands, a lot of people start out with a physical attraction to you, not thinking about getting into anything serious. They go into it with their heart kind of blocked off, and they kind of just go into it like, oh yeah, I have a physical attraction to this person, but that's it. But then they get to know you and they realize like your personality is so bomb, like you make an amazing friend, like you are like the best friend they've always wanted. And essentially, without knowing it, without wanting to, they accidentally fall in love with you. They develop true feelings for you because you have that ability to be friends with people and really connect with them on a friendship level. And this is why people fall in love with you guys. Like, I'm getting that you're a really loved person. Like, a lot of people love you. It's just that you have a hard time seeing that about yourself with this Three of Swords. Like I said, a lot of you have been through a lot of pain with this Strength card that has made you unbelievably strong, that has made you transform into a stronger character. I'm hearing trials and tribulations have made you the strong character that you are. Like, maybe unfair things have happened to you in this life where you went through a lot of difficulty, but this has actually strengthened you and made you stronger, which is why you have an amazing character and why people like actually adore you. I'm hearing people adore you. And even if it's not in a romantic sense, guys, if you do have a boss or something like that, a higher up or someone that you look up to, even your teachers, I'm hearing like your teachers really like you. Like, your teachers adore you. With the Hierophant, this talks about teachers. This talks about mentors, teachers, mentors, spiritual leaders, okay? People you look up to in an authority position. With this Hierophant in Capricorn 10th house adoration, these people really adore you. They really love you because they see something in you. They see a wisdom in you that you have a hard time seeing in yourself. They see that you have something inside of you. Like, they see your potential essentially, because you guys are really old souls. I want you to know that. Like, you have the vibe of being a very old soul. And, these are the type of people that are attracted to you. Ooh, okay. So let me see if I can pick up anything else. Okay. So we have this pain card right here. I want to get the Devil and the pain card. What's bothering you? Neptune, Gemini. Okay. I got Neptune and Gemini again. So there's a few different messages I have. This ex that has not gotten over you in the past, they definitely keep tabs on you and on your social media account. Ten of Swords. But also I feel like there is a tendency for you to have a lot of negative thoughts and a lot of anxiety. That's something that I see for you. And I guess the uplifting message that Spirit has for you is not to worry, because you're coming into a time of great celebration and victory where your manifestations are really coming through for you guys with this Four of Wands and the 1111 Make-A-Wish. And specifically, I think it's a reignition of your passion and your purpose. And like I said, your spirit guides are working with you heavily to increase your finances. So this is why you're attractive and the messages I was picking up. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. And once again, it decided to unfocus. I will see you later. All right, so group number 3, we're going to see why it is people fall in love with you, why it is that you are attractive, and just in general, what your natural gifts are and what makes you you and unique. So let's go ahead and take a look at your tarot cards. So I see that you're represented by the Mystic or the Magician archetype, which says a lot about you already from the start. A lot of you guys, it is a part of your destiny to deal with the mystical, to deal with the intuitive, to deal with the spiritual side of life. So one thing is, I firmly disagree. Not everybody is born the same. Not everybody has the same gifts and the same capabilities, which is why I am doing this reading. You guys specifically were born with hidden knowledge, hidden gifts, hidden knowledge of the occult, hidden knowledge of all things that are hidden, which is psychology, which is tarot, which is astrology. You probably have Scorpio or 8th house placements. Now, I will tell you guys that one of your spirit animals that you're represented by is the fox, okay? And in folklore, the fox was always associated with Beelzebub, or the devil, the trickster devil who wants to grant your wishes, but there's kind of like a fingers crossed deal going on behind the back. And the fox is also known as being foxy. So I would say people find you to be very sly, very mysterious. People don't always let their guard down around you because they kind of feel like you have a lot more knowledge or a lot more wisdom than you actually let on. A lot of you like to play innocent. I keep hearing, who, me? Who, me? Like, I keep hearing you go, who, me? No. Like, I'm hearing you have the ability to play innocent, but lurking underneath, you might like to play dumb or play innocent, but lurking underneath, you know exactly what you're doing because you are a lot smarter than you let on. I got the Fool pop up in my head. So maybe some of you've mastered the art of having people underestimate you, maybe because of your looks, or people think, oh, they're not that smart. Oh, they're just like a little kid. But under this playful, dumb facade, you actually have a lot of hidden depth and wisdom and knowledge, is what I'm hearing. And a lot of you guys, like when I was saying before, not everyone is born with the same capabilities and the same gifts. We're all born with different gifts. You guys actually have the ability to manifest and cast spells, okay? So a lot of the times, very powerful musicians will have this archetype or this gift. Everyone has the ability to manifest, guys. I want to reiterate that, but not everybody has the ability to cast spells and actually have them manifest. You guys have that ability. I see that with the Bharani symbol, the symbol of the female parts over here with intention and magic. You have the ability to bring whatever it is that you want into fruition on this material plane by using magic. And not everybody has that powerful of a gift. Yes, people can manifest certain things. I've seen it happen with people who weren't a magician archetype, but you actually have the ability to cast spells and have them manifest on the material plane. But the thing is, you have to learn patience because a lot of you guys are very impatient. Okay, that's something that I hear for you. So you're like, I'm hearing a ringing in my ear. A lot of you are like, I've been manifesting, certain things. They still haven't come up. It takes you a little bit. Okay, I'm hearing a few years, but they always end up manifesting for you. But you lose doubt of your manifestation ability because it takes so long for it to come in, but it always ends up coming in. Okay, you just might have to wait a little bit. So you have the power of magic, and that's why people find you attractive, because something in their soul recognizes there's something very magical about you. And I'm seeing you have a purple aura. Okay, 100% you have purple aura, which deals with the crown chakra, which deals with higher consciousness levels. So a lot of you have a lot of hidden knowledge that's naturally in your soul, and hidden knowledge is everything to do with the 8th house, which is the occult sciences, which is psychology, which is the understanding of archetypes, the understanding of symbols, the understanding of numerology, the understanding of astrology, the understanding of psychic phenomena. You have these gifts and they are naturally in you, and not everybody was born with these gifts. We are all born different because we are meant to experience consciousness from different perspectives, and the perspective that you have chosen to be incarnated into is that of somebody who is a master magician and can manifest whatever they want onto the material plane in a very strong manner. This is the pile where if you wanted to manifest something that is mostly out of reach for most people, like fame, fortune, you could probably do it if you did the right spell. And that's why there's a natural inclination towards the macabre or darker things or darker aspects of life. Some of you might like to dress darker, or you might have always been drawn to what is hidden, such as astrology, numerology, psychics, mediumship. You're drawn to this because your soul wants to experience this in this lifetime. Okay. And with this archetype, we see a lot of shamans, we see a lot of tarot readers, we see a lot of witch doctors and musicians, because guess what? Music is casting spells. Music is casting spells. Okay. So, and also we see this in great scientists. We see this in great scientists and great inventors, because that is a form of magic. So I would say this is a very highly intelligent, cunning group, because we have the fox right here. So a lot of you guys are extremely intelligent, but you have the smarts to hide how intelligent you are behind a facade of playing the fool. Or maybe you've decided to incarnate in an unassuming body, which hides your intelligence. There's something about you hiding your true nature from the world. You hide your amount of intelligence behind a facade of the fool. That's what I'm being shown. And people can sense there's a lot more depth to you. There's a lot more intelligence to you. Okay. And I'm hearing mysterious. There's a mysterious side to you. But I'm also hearing cruel. You have the ability to be very cruel. And some people find that attractive. So I also hear for you guys that with the magician here, look at that. I'm telling you guys, major manifestation power. And a lot of you have so many brilliant ideas. You know that? Like, this is one of the curses about you, actually, is you have so many brilliant ideas that sometimes it's hard for you to make a decision or execute your ideas fully, which is why you have to embrace the warrior energy in order to do that, because sometimes you have so many ideas, so many things you want to do, so many directions. You have a hard time making a decision and you kind of get stuck in stalemate, or you have so many ideas, you have a hard time which idea to focus on because there's so many possibilities. I'm hearing overthinker. You guys are overthinkers, which is why, a lot of you might be like, why do I think so much? Why won't my brain shut off? It's a gift, the gift of intelligence. You think of every possible outcome. You think of every possible way. Your imagination is times 10 what the normal person's is. You're always in your head about possibilities, ideas, dreaming of the future, making cool concepts in your head. You have so many ideas floating around there. Some of you guys might have Gemini energy, Mercurial energy, okay? Your brain is beautiful. It has a depth. This is the kind of brain that's able to channel. Sorry, this was out of focus. Let me focus it. If I look at this card, guys, I look at this woman, and what I'm being shown by spirit, and I'm sorry if you can't see proper, guys. It's interesting. I was telling this other group that I was born with all these intuitive gifts, but when it comes to working a freaking camera or my phone or anything technological, it's like embarrassing. I'm like, I just don't get it. Anyway, it kind of looks like your brain is hooked up to the Akashic records, and from the collective unconscious, you can grab ideas. And Steve Jobs did this with the iPhone. He even admitted to doing it, I think, like after doing psychedelics or something. Maybe some of you have gotten crazy revelations on psychedelics or on marijuana or plant medicines, like you've had crazy visions or ideas, or even without marijuana or plant medicines. Some of you guys, your brain is just naturally tapped in, that you're able to think of viral ideas. You're able to understand what trends are going to pop off next. You're able to invent and create things that have never been invented and created before, styles and trends. You're able, like I always say that the great artist, okay? They had this gift. They were able to tap into the collective unconscious and create something that universally was felt and understood, like Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. I know, Stargirl going off about Kurt Cobain again, but can you imagine writing a song that to this day on YouTube has billions and billions of views because youth and people who are young still relate to that song 40, 30 years later? That's crazy. That's not from a mortal man. That's from channeling from the collective unconscious, where someone was able to literally make a song that spoke to so many different souls. You're able to do this. You're able to grab ideas out of this psychic cloud. The only problem is taking action. Action is something that's very difficult for you, especially if you're not tapped into the warrior energy, okay? So you'll have all of these ideas and kind of be in a stalemate and getting lost in ideas and planning. But when it comes to taking action, unless you're tapped into your inner warrior, it's very, very difficult, which is why your manifestations too might take a little longer to come in. Like a lot of you might manifest, for instance, like fame when you're 15 or 16 and you're like 26 and you're like, it still hasn't come. It's, like, I don't believe in magic or manifestation. Wait, just you wait. Your time is a little later. I'm hearing patience. Just you wait. It's going to happen. You just need patience. I keep hearing that for you. Now, you also have a tendency towards revenge and cruelty. I do see that. Competitiveness, revenge, arch nemesis. This is your shadow. I'm not going to get too much into your shadow today because we didn't ask for that. We just want to know why you're attractive. You're attractive because you're mysterious. Point blank, period. You're foxy, you're mysterious, you're cunning. People can tell you're extremely intelligent behind this naive facade or this facade you put off. People can tell that you have access to higher realms and dimensions. People can tell that you're magical, that you're the magician. I'm hearing Merlin. I'm hearing the archetypes that I'm seeing swimming in my head that represent you are Merlin, the famous shamans in history, the witch doctors. You guys have had many lives as shamans, many lives as astrologers, many lives as the advisors to the kings, okay? I'm telling you guys, this is why you're drawn to astrology. This is why you are drawn to tarot cards. This is why you are so drawn to angel numbers, numerology, witchcraft, manifestation, magic, Harry Potter, stuff like that. It's not everybody is like this. One thing growing up is I used to think, oh, everybody is like me. Everybody is like this because, people I was around when I was younger said, everybody wants what you want. Everybody likes that. But that's not the case. The older I got, I realized not everybody has these interests. Not everyone has these inclinations. Don't dismiss yourself like that. You have these interests. You have these inclinations because your soul is meant to experience this. As a lot of philosophers, scientists, occultists, shamans, medicine people, maybe you're into medicine, natural healing herbs, stuff like that. You're into medicine, healing arts. This is all what you're meant to experience. And like I said, master manifestors, you can manifest what you want onto this material reality. We have this purple here, okay? Purple hair. Some of you have purple, purple, purple. You might be drawn to the color purple, but your aura is definitely purple because that crown chakra is so active. And the crown chakra is located at the top of your head, and it's a portal to the psychic world, to the other dimensions, to the Akashic records, to the collective unconscious, where we're able to grab those ideas like the iPod that explode universally because we all feel connected to that. You have that really crazy psychic portal at the top of your head, so it might actually drive you a little crazy sometimes. A lot of the times people with this archetype are very troubled, okay? And I'm not going to get too much into diagnoses because I know people get triggered over it. I'm not trying to trigger anyone, but a lot of the times when people have like schizophrenia and stuff, it's just that something is out of whack. There's no filter, okay? So you might be someone, because your crown chakra is so open to the other dimensions, you might be someone who's very, very troubled, all right? Like you might go through some darkness, some real darkness, some real pain. And it might not even be caused by your outer reality. It might just be like, I'm my own worst enemy. My mind is my own worst enemy. It's nothing that's happening around me, although for some of you it could be, but it's your mind. It's so overactive. It's so open that you guys can be very tortured, very troubled. A lot of the times this archetype, if they let the pain and darkness take over, they tend to be very prone to jealousy and cruelty and revenge. You might have an arch nemesis, okay? You might use the term arch nemesis, revenge, plotting revenge. You might wait years to plot revenge. Like, one day I'm going to get revenge. I keep hearing the word revenge. So maybe you were bullied or something and you were like, one day I'm going to get revenge. And your whole life is hell-bent on revenge or something like that. You might resonate with the 3 cheers for sweet revenge. You might have been bullied for, how you are. You might have been ostracized. You might have been rejected by society for how you are. This is what makes you attractive, though. You're like the tortured misfit, or like the tortured misfit, the tortured soul, the misunderstood soul. I'm hearing people want to save you. Okay, I'm hearing savior complexes want to save you, tortured misfit. And because of this, guys, you've had really, because you're so gifted, group number 3, I'm going to tell you straight up, because you are so gifted, gifted in an extraordinary way. People don't like that. It's kind of like in the movies where the one kid's a nerd and everyone makes fun of him, because people don't like people who are extraordinarily gifted. And I feel this has really hurt your friendships. You probably do not have a lot of friends. You probably have had bad experiences with friends. You have a hard time fitting in with people. You might have social anxiety, very little friends. I'm hearing if you do have friends, they're not going to come till later in life, until after your first Saturn return. But there's a lot of issues finding a place you fit in and belong. So you say, fuck it, I'm just going to do everything myself. And I also see there's a talent, okay? There's I keep seeing the spider. Okay? Like the spider keeps popping up in my mind for you. So recently you might have been seeing spiders. And I'm going to tell you why you're seeing spiders, or you're about to see spiders. The reason why you're seeing spiders is because you have this talent inside you. You have this passion, this talent, or this interest. And pretty soon you're going to be working diligently on perfecting it or achieving mastery at this certain talent, passion, or hobby. And I see you routinely, or the spider is telling you to do this, to routinely every day practice this passion, talent, or hobby. This is what the spider is telling you. The spider is giving you a message of routinely. Some of you guys already do it, like you practice this talent or passion every day routinely, and you're slowly but surely getting the details and mastering it and becoming better and better. Or you're being told you need to include your passion, hobby, working on mastering that every day. That's why you're seeing the spider, because they want you to start building this talent, okay? You guys with the Black Moon Lilith in the 8th house, this is beyond sexy, okay? Group number 2 was they're attractive because they're sexy, kind of like somebody who's in a lingerie outfit, or somebody who has that typical sex appeal. Your sex appeal is a lot deeper and darker. There's something tortured about you, okay? It's not just being sexy. The 8th house is not just sex appeal. You have sex appeal, but it's almost in a tortured, dark, macabre way. Group number 3. People see the darkness in you. I'm hearing Tate Landon. Oh my gosh, Spirit. I'm hearing Tate Landon from American Horror Story, the first season. Tate, it's kind of like that. There's something tortured, deep, and dark about you that people find completely mysterious and captivating and daring, and like the bad boy, bad girl kind of vibe. There's something psychologically tortured and deep and intelligent about you. There's a vulnerability, a tenderness, but also a harshness and a cruelty. So your seduction style isn't just being physically sexy, it's psychological. You psychologically seduce people with your intelligence and the way that you are as a human. I'm hearing other woman. I'm hearing other man. So people who are married can fantasize about you, or you could be a sensitive topic for people in relationships. Oh my gosh, guys. Like when I tell you I'm hearing this, you are a sensitive topic for people who are in relationships, because people feel threatened by you, that you're going to break up their marriage, ruin their marriage, ruin their relationship. But with that being said, I'm going to go on to who is attracted to you. Okay, so now we are moving on to who is currently attracted to you. And like I said, I totally was getting vibes of people who are already in relationships, okay? Like people who are already in a long-term marriage, a long-term commitment. You know, I'm hearing that there have been people where their significant other has made them block you, made them stop talking to you, made them delete you off something, or, you know, people have gotten into fights over your presence or just the fact that you're an ex. So I am hearing that, but I'm also hearing, I don't know why I'm hearing this, guys. I'm hearing something about a car with a Neptune symbol on it. What's that car with the Neptune symbol, like the trident? I keep hearing that car. I'm also hearing something about boat, car, sea car. So a boat or the car with a Neptune symbol. Someone here who has feelings for you has a car with a Neptune symbol. And I've never looked at the prices on those things, but I was driving with my mom around the like rich side of town one time, and I saw a car parked at one of those mansions. So I'm assuming it's like a car that cost a lot of money. So whoever currently has feelings with you definitely has money, because I keep seeing them in a car like with a Neptune symbol. So the only thing I can think of is either they have a boat or they have one of those Neptune symbol cars. You guys know what I'm talking about. What kind of car is that with the trident? Also, I do see with this earth sign here that they're very financially well off. I'm hearing older too, like way older. Somebody here who has feelings for you is definitely a lot older than you. They are older for sure, 100%. That's something that I heard. I'm also getting the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising as their signs, okay? And also, even though they're older, I want to tell you, because I am getting Neptune and the rose, this person isn't ugly by any means. They're actually very beautiful, very attractive, very handsome. So even though they might be a little bit older, they still have extremely good looks, is what I'm hearing. This person who's attracted to you, there's definitely something here about, so we have the Pisces card. There's something here about somebody here who has an affinity for the ocean. They could have Sun in Pisces. Spirit, can I get more specific messages for who currently has feelings for them, though? Because I want to see if I can get anything else. Is there anybody else who currently has feelings for group number 3? We got Capricorn again. There we go. Double Capricorn. So whoever has feelings for you guys is very work focused. They're very work oriented. They could be a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. They're likely older. And like I said, I'm getting status of wealth, wealth status, wealth symbols, that kind of stuff. So I don't want to push a message that's not there. That's all I'm getting. That's all I'm getting in my third eye. I also heard, okay, last message, people find you attractive because of your eyes. Your eyes reveal your soul. That is the most attractive feature about you, is your eyes. Your eyes, 100%. There's something ethereal about your eyes. So that's all I have. I'm going to go ahead and move on. Okay, so group number 4, this is why you are attractive and why people fall for you. We're going to use the tarot cards to figure that out today. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first card that I drew for you is the Lover's archetype, which tells me quite a bit about you. But before we get into the reading, I want to let you guys know with this Wheel of Fortune card, I actually feel group number 4 outside of this reading. Spirit is telling me that there's something really fortunate and there's some really good luck that is coming to you. Some of you guys have felt very much in the dark recently, very much confused, and I'm hearing one of the blessings that is coming for you pretty soon is going to be clarity, okay? And of course, we're going to see what this blessing coming in for you is, because we have the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. And this is happening with the 12th house. So your spirit guides want you to know that behind the scenes, there's something really positive that's conspiring to help you pretty soon. And I'm going to get some more clarifiers on what that is. Okay, so your spirit guides are actually a lot of your ancestors. And in the spirit realm, your ancestors are very proud of you because you were specifically chosen to break some sort of family curse, to break some sort of family pattern. And I'm hearing that in the spirit world, you're talked about very positively. And actually, your spirit guides are so proud of you. And that's why your ancestors are plotting to send you in blessings behind the scenes. And actually, one of the reasons why people fall for you is they can tell that you're someone who's very blessed or you're someone who's very lucky. You seem to always land on your feet. And this is because a lot of you guys have ancestors who work as your spirit guides that actually bring luck into your life, that work behind the scenes to bring luck, to bring lucky occurrences into your life. So if you ever have a stroke of good luck where you are in the right place at the right time, or if you ever have like a stroke of good luck where things just turn out in your favor and you just happen to always land on your feet in a favorable way, that's because in the spirit world, you're talked about very positively, and your spirit guides are really proud of you because you've broken generational curses and patterns, and you are transcending the curse of your family, and you're doing a lot of healing. I'm hearing that you guys have done a lot of healing emotionally. You've done a lot of healing on yourself. You've done a lot of successful healing that is attracting a lot of good luck and blessings to you. So if you're in a situation where you ever feel uncertain or worried or freaked out, don't be worried, because your spirit guides are telling me we're never going to let them fall on their face. We're never going to let them down. They will always have us as a cushion because we are protecting them so strongly. That's something that I heard for you. Also, I'm hearing that you get a lot of people or ancestors who visit you in your dream world as well. You have a very active dream world, and that's another thing I hear for you. Also, I want to tell you, you are the most beautiful when you are out in nature. Maybe some of you guys, you like to actually go on hikes. I know this is not my pile, guys, because for me, I hate nature. I hate the outdoors, and I'm so jealous of people who rock the outdoors. Like, for real, I step outside and I get hives and I get itchy and my hair gets frizzy. But then you're the type of people that look graceful and beautiful out in nature. Like, if you want to know where you are the most beautiful, it's when you're standing underneath the sun and the sun is glistening off your hair, when you're swimming in the ocean, when you're swimming in the lake, when you're outside. Like, I'm hearing, like, if you've ever gone hiking with other people, or if you've ever been outside with other people doing like an outside activity, people have actually just stopped to look at you, to admire your beauty. And I'm hearing from spirit, I don't listen to One Direction, guys. I don't know why this song is coming in my head. You don't know you're beautiful. I keep hearing that. You don't know you're beautiful by One Direction. It's almost like there are moments where you're in nature, where you're completely getting lost in the beauty of nature, and you don't even realize people are watching you or stopping to look at you, and they're literally thinking, wow, this person is so beautiful, when you're in your natural habitat, just enjoying nature, just being in nature, feeling free. A lot of the times you're not even noticing that people are just stopping to admire you and how your hair looks in the sunlight, how your skin looks in the sunlight, how you glisten in the sunlight outside. Like, there's something about you really being in your element outside that people feel like you look like a painting, like you look absolutely beautiful, like a god or goddess outside. So you're most beautiful when you are out in nature. And if you look at this picture, she's looking elsewhere. She's so distracted. So I really feel like this is not something you notice about yourself. And also, I want to tell you guys that a lot of people speak very, very positive things about you, okay? And this is interesting because we have Gemini in the 11th house. If I can bring your attention to the astro dice on the right. And this generally talks about your friendships or people that you know who are talking about you. And to clarify it, we even have this card right here of the woman speaking positivity. So I actually feel like a lot of the people that you know in your friendship groups, in your network circles, a lot of people talk about you in a very positive way. And some of the compliments that I'm hearing is every time I'm around this person, it's like an adventure. I love their energy. Whenever I'm around you, which is you. Whenever I'm around this person, I feel joy, I feel hope, I have so much fun around this person. So I'm hearing that you are a lot of fun. You bring adventure into people's lives. And I'm hearing like somebody saying about you, like they're talking about you. They're like, when everyone else was rejecting me and I was going through a very difficult time, this person gave me so much kindness and so much understanding. And I felt so seen and so heard, because a lot of the time when people have like negative emotions like depression, or when people have negative emotions, quote unquote, like sadness, and they tell somebody else, people get disgusted and repulsed because they're afraid to face their own darkness. But when people come to you with their sadness or their emotions or their feelings, what happens is you are so understanding, so non-judgmental. You feel for them. You don't judge them for having those emotions. And guys, you'd be surprised. Like sometimes like even like therapists have a hard time hearing people's like negativity because it makes them kind of think about their own. And for you, it's like you're not judgmental at all. You're so empathetic. And I know that word is like getting overused on TikTok where people are like, oh, you're such an empath, but you really are. You feel people's pain. You care about people so much. I just heard like Esmeralda from Hunchback of Notre Dame. Spirit is showing me Esmeralda from the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Have you guys ever watched that movie? There's this song that she sings where she's like, God help my people, the lost and downtrodden. I thought that we all were children of God. Like she's praying for her people because she feels her people's pain. And instead of praying for selfish reasons, she's praying for the salvation of her people whom she feels for so much. That's the kind of selflessness and love that you have for other people when you're in your highest energy. And obviously you're not a freaking saint, okay? No one in this world is a saint. But I'm talking about when you're in your highest vibration, when you're in your highest energy, you have such a deep care for other people that goes outside of selfish wants, needs, or ambitions. You feel and you see other people. People feel seen in your presence. People feel heard and understood and non-judged in your presence. And it's such a healing energy. And I'm hearing that people have nothing but positive things to say about you. I want to draw your attention. And I know a lot of you guys, you know, if you read tarot or not, although a lot of you are very intuitive due to your sensitivity, but sometimes I feel like you're like, is my oversensitivity a curse? Some of you might have at one point in your life been like, I'm too sensitive, I'm too emotional, it gets in the way of things. I feel sadness like times 10. I feel happiness times 10. It's almost like your emotions are more magnified, or more amplified than most people's. You feel things a little bit harder. So you might have thought your emotions were a handicap, but actually your deep sensitivity and your emotions are what's bringing in your greatest blessings. Like I'm hearing you guys have so much good karma that's coming in for you. Whenever you feel like you're about to hit rock bottom, losses, something awful is about to happen, your spirit guides heavily come through. You're never going to fall on your ass. You're always going to be protected because you're fortunate. And just by being with other people, guys, like you're the group where you were so blessed that just by being in other people's lives, you bless their lives as well. Like people are spiritually fortunate to have you in their life. People are saying like so many positive things about you in this card. Like I literally, Gemini 11th house, which talks about gossiping, people gossiping, and then the talk of positive. She brings me joy. They bring me joy. They're so beautiful. They're so kind. They give me hope. They're so much fun. I actually feel like a lot of you are going to be receiving a lot of social invitations pretty soon. That's something that Spirit is showing me. What's coming for you is social invitations. Invitations to go out, invitations from other people. You guys, your inbox is about to be flooded with a lot of messages or people who want to reach out to you. That's something I see for you heavily. I'm hearing there's some sort of celebration that's going to be happening, something about a birthday party. Maybe some of you are having a birthday party soon. I'm seeing for you in my third eye, there is definitely a huge celebration that is coming for you, okay? And this celebration is a reward. A lot of you guys with the Seven of Pentacles, you have been working super hard, okay? But you have not been reaping the reward for it. Some of you have been worried about money with that Nine of Swords instead of Seven of Pentacles. Some of you have been worried because you've been working really hard. You're stressed out. You're not seeing the fruits of your labor. You know, you've been really worn down by life recently. And it's not to say that your life isn't blessed or anything, but you've definitely been overworked. You've definitely been stressed out, wondering how you're going to make it. But your spirit guides are saying, don't worry, we have got your back. You will never be desolate, especially with that Queen of Pentacles right there, okay? And like I said, I see your inbox being flooded with a lot of messages because I keep hearing ding, ding, ding. So check your Instagram, check your TikTok, your Twitter. I don't know. There's something about you getting a lot of invitations pretty soon. People want to be around your energy. This talks about having a lot of clients, having a lot of people reach out to you online, or if you have a dating app, expect your inbox to be blowing up. You guys are attracting wish fulfillment pretty soon with the Nine of Cups, because like I said, there's something very positive on the horizon for you because of your good karma and because all of the healing that you have been doing. With the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles, this talks about some sort of wish fulfillment that is definitely coming in for you. Spirit, where is this wish fulfillment happening for them soon? The 8th house. This talks about, so a lot of this, guys, it's interesting with the 8th and 12th house. This normally talks about things that are out of our control and hidden. So I kind of feel like your spirit guides are saying, we're not going to spoil it and reveal exactly what it is. Just know some unexpected celebration is coming for you. And I hate giving that message because it's so annoying. You're like, okay, sure. But your spirit guides are saying it's meant to be hidden, but just know behind the scenes, the universe is plotting in your favor. If you guys have been working way too hard, if you've been burnt out, if you've been like, I don't know if I can carry this load much longer, there is going to be an unexpected solution that comes out of nowhere, okay, that lifts you of your burden, that makes life so much easier. And you're also protected from anybody with the Five of Swords who wishes you harm, or people who are giving you evil eye, because the Five of Swords talks about toxic people, okay? People who just are jealous of your good fortune, of your good soul. And, you know, remember, people that are happy in themselves don't have jealousy or don't attack people. And gosh knows we've all been there. When we're unhappy, we just make little attacks on others. I feel like if there are people who, I feel like you're really hard to hate. But if someone hates you, it's because they're jealous of your good fortune. They can see that you're divinely touched, that you're divinely blessed. So if there are people who are competitive and rude to you, okay, just know you are protected from them. And like I said, I see your popularity going up so much and so many people talking about you in a positive way. This isn't bad clout. This is like really, really good clout, okay? Also, what I'm seeing for you guys, let me refocus this. It's not even Mercury retrograde. One thing that you make people feel is you make people feel empowered. You make people feel determined, like they can get through anything. Like you have the words of encouragement. Like when people are like, I don't know if I can do this, you give people words of encouragement that makes them feel empowered. You guys are like the firefly. So this is another one of your what is it? Spirit totems. Your spirit totems are the swan, which talks about grace and beauty, but also the firefly, which means you are the light in the dark. You give people hope in the dark. And what's interesting is that fireflies, people like to try to catch and contain fireflies. So I feel like you have a lot of people who want to capture you, who want you. Like I'm hearing you don't just have one admirer or two admirers. I'm hearing you attract a lot of people easily. You attract a lot of admirers, people who want to catch your light in a jar, people who want to catch you. Because when you're a child, you want to catch the firefly because of its light, because it's glowing in the dark and it's fun to catch. I feel like people see that about you. They always want to catch you. They want to contain you. They want your light. They're constantly chasing after you. And if this isn't the case, guys, like let me tell you, this is the energy you're going into where people want to chase you. They want to capture this light because you are the light in a very, very, very dark world. It's almost like angelic or ethereal. I heard Evangeline from Princess and the Frog. Oh, my Evangeline. People idolize you. People, what is it? They mythify you. Evangeline from Princess and the Frog. You're like this uncapturable star. There's something about that. So, you have a lot of people who want to capture you, but what happens if you leave a firefly in a jar? It dies. So a lot of you, you might have a tendency to kind of not want to be contained, or if you feel smothered, you'll start to die. You might be someone who gets an initial spark of love, but if you start to feel smothered or your freedom is really getting stifled, you start to lose interest very fast. So I'm hearing you need a lot of freedom in order to be happy in a romantic relationship. Like I feel like you tend to attract people who get very clingy on your energy. And I'm hearing that makes you feel drained. Like you need someone who can give you your freedom, who can let you shine and be a light. Okay. So yeah, you have a lot of people who want to tame and capture you. So I am going to go and move into who is currently attracted to you now that we went over why you are attractive. Okay, so group number 4, who is attracted to you? Who isn't attracted to you is honestly the question. So I'm getting, they could be a Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. They could be a Pisces, or they could be a Gemini sun. I'm also hearing there are a lot of people who currently want to be in a relationship with you. I keep hearing the term from spirit, ideal lover, dream lover. So people actually kind of see you as like their ideal, and you tend to attract people who are very focused on their work. I'm hearing that you have been an inspiration for many people's work. You've been actually used as a muse. Some people have written songs about you, painted pictures of you. Like I'm hearing that people who are very focused on their craft or very focused on their work are very interested in you. And these people tend to be introverted because they spend a lot of time alone working on things that interest them. And while they're working, they use you as an inspiration, or they use you as a light. So I'm hearing like the quiet writer, the introverted artist, someone who spends a lot of time alone working on something that they're very interested in. These people are attracted to you. And like this firefly in the lantern with the hermit card, I don't know if you guys can see this, but remember how I said your spirit animal is the firefly? The hermit is actually holding the firefly in their lantern right here. So this is somebody who is definitely very hermited, who spends a lot of time working, who uses you and your light as an inspiration. So I'm hearing that there have been poems written about you, paintings drawn of you, stories written about you. You have been used in artist songs as inspiration, okay? Like I hear that very strongly. So there's a lot of different people coming up, guys. I'm not just getting one, but this one type, like I said, that I'm getting is introverted because they spend so much time alone working on their art form, their business, or their craft, and they use you as inspiration. So that's one person I'm seeing. And I just kind of feel like with this Empress and the Knight of Cups, you take really good care of yourself, guys. Like, I'm hearing you lotion your body. I'm hearing that you're a pleasure to the senses. So whatever lotions and perfumes or essential oils that you use, there's something about your scent that is very alluring and seductive. Like, I'm hearing you guys really do self-care. Like, you keep your skin soft, you moisturize yourself, you are just a delight to the senses. So I'm hearing you're like people's ideal type or their dream type, okay? And I'm also hearing for you guys that there are people who are willing to drive a very far distance to be with you or to be near you. So you have people who live far away. I'm hearing, I would drive 1,000 miles just if I could be by your side tonight. I think that's how that song goes, because you have such a light that people would literally drive across the country or drive however far or fly however far just to be near you, and it wouldn't even be a thing to them. So I'm also hearing you have someone who lives at a distance, who's willing to travel to you, who sees you as their ideal match and their ideal partner. I keep hearing there's more than one person, guys. Like, you have a lot of different people that are coming up in this reading. I also want to let you know, if you guys are single, it's not going to be like that for long, because Spirit is showing me with the North Node in the 7th house, you have a destined partnership that's on the horizon for you. This is one of the things that I'm seeing for you as well. So if you're single, it's not going to be for long. And I actually feel like this is one of the blessings that's coming into your life. I also want to let you know that if you are in a current relationship, or if you are currently seeing somebody, this person that you're seeing is a very destined relationship, okay? But if you're not in a relationship, guys, I am telling you, it's on the horizon for you. You're about to receive a lot of messages and a lot of offers for love. There's something about your energy that is really, really getting sparked right now. There's a lot of people who want to date you, a lot of people who see you and want to be near you. Trust me, you're going to get a lot of love offers pretty soon. So that's all I'm getting for you. I don't want to push any more messages. If that's it, I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.